taking notice.
Rick Rock. Tick-tock. West hip-hop. Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen,
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check 52.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Kill. It's free.
Man open left side is Brown. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
It's just me and you.
On third down, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
That! Black 20! These two. Switch it.
First carry for James Conner. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
From the 17, Roethlisberger looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know the thought process?
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's Sam Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And taken right at the 35. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this goal? He's got daylight. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Samuels, 51 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver, and he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here we go. Who's 30? 77.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Going for the deep ball. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, first down. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on second down. Herbert. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. On third down, Mark Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete here.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
55.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready. 30 base.
55. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Snap.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. They find some open field here. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 26 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions just bring them to...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here I come again.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one.
He's got him in, complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They've talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, a run with Connor. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That! 230. Let's go. Show that bench release and go.
Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We'll go right forward.
Hey, Haywood. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Steelers' 37-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get it.
Here's 2nd and 8. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And growing pains as an NFL QB, they're going to happen. He's played pretty well in this one. They still have the lead, but those moments, interceptions, pick sixes, occasionally going to happen. Rookie. It happens, right? Just what you mentioned. Played pretty well in this game, and now his teammates will jump in and go, okay, we're having a good game. That's one blip. Let's go ahead and get back on track right here, right now, and we'll be okay. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly. But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means going. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Taylor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did. Here's Ingram. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right now.
On third down, Ingram. There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that's going to lead to a third down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Both of them.
Roethlisberger will hand to counter. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, 51 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. On first down, Taylor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go to the ground again with Taylor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Jackson looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete, and he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Black 30. 22 and 44. Middle. Hey, let go. Let go.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Samuels, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run on first down. It's Ingram, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Javon Hargrave, able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Check tight.
You too.
Check. 40's mine. 40's the month. 40's the month. And let's get this.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. He's going to launch it for Washington. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, 73 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Steps away to his left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And give him a gain of 37.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Bud Dupree in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. 2nd and 9 now. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
On first down, Connor, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Middle. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Again, it's Connor. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
Check, check. First down. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
That's got to be Vickers. Got to spin. Check the backer.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Black 20.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Hey.
They'll look to run with Connor. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week.